Hey guys, my name is Unique. If you are new to this channel, then you should know that the content covered here is financial literacy and Canadian immigration. If you feel like this content may be for you, then please remember to comment, like, share, most importantly, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you will be the first to know whenever there is new content uploaded. If you are already an existing subscriber, welcome back, guys. So today's video is going to be a part 2 of the family class sponsorship. Today we will specifically be talking about the parents and grandparents and how to sponsor them. So stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, please be advised that I am not a immigration lawyer, nor am I a registered Canadian immigration consultant. However, I am currently completing my studies at Humber College to become a immigration consultant. Obviously, I have to fulfill the requirements in order to sit the exams to do so. So I want you to know that this is my disclaimer, and the information that I am bringing to you is information that I have learned through my program and continue to learn through my program. It's also information that is open and accessible to the public. So, yeah. Okay, just so you guys are aware. So, today we are going to be talking about how to sponsor your parents and grandparents. So if you are a permanent resident in Canada or a Canadian citizen, then you should know you have to meet certain requirements in order to sponsor your parents and grandparents to come to Canada. Firstly, you should know that you have to complete something that's called a interest to sponsor or interest to apply. I will do a screen share at some point during this video and show you how to maneuver the immigration and citizenship website and how to go through completing that form and where you can also access those forms if you are invited to apply. Okay, so in order to be able to sponsor your parent and grandparent, you the sponsor cannot be inadmissible, or your parent or grandparent can also should also not be inadmissible. So if you do not know what I mean by inadmissible, then I'm not going to go over that again. Please watch the part 1 video where I go into details of what it means to be inadmissible and some of the things that can cause a person to be inadmissible. So like I said, you cannot be inadmissible. You also have to ensure that you meet the financial requirements under LICO, which is known as the low income cutoff period. So how that works is you have to have the required financial amount for 3 consecutive tax years. For example, if you're looking to sponsor someone, parent or grandparent, to come to Canada, they would be looking at your 2017, 2018, and 2019 tax years and how much you brought in. And you would also have to let them know how many dependents you have. Dependents meaning people that you're responsible for. So if you live in a household and you have a wife or you have a husband and you have children, those people are considered as dependents, including yourself. So if you have a wife and a child at home, then that means you have 3 dependents, including the person that you're looking to sponsor. So if you're looking to sponsor a grandmother and a grandfather, or a mother and a father, then that's 3 dependents plus the 2 or 1 parent or grandparent that you may be looking to sponsor. And when you're looking at the LICO chart, the low income cutoff chart, you have to look at how many dependents corresponds with the income requirement. So like I said, I will do a screen share and go through the LICO chart to show you guys exactly what I mean when I say you have to meet the income requirement. Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how the low income cutoff chart works. It's known as LICO. So all you're doing is plugging in LICO space CIC into Google, and I'm going to show you the selection that you will be choosing. So we are going with this one. So earlier in my video, I was explaining to you how the LICO chart works and the financial requirements that are needed to be met in order for the sponsor to qualify. And as you can see here, if you have a household of yourself, a wife, and a child, then that means your household has 3 people because you yourself is included as a dependent. So that would be 3 people. If you're looking to sponsor a parent or grandparent or both parents, say for example, you're looking to sponsor a mother and a father, that would push your dependent up to 5 people. So you would be looking over to the income requirements for the 3 consecutive tax years. And as you can see, it tells you how much of an income you would need to have for 2020 on your notice of assessment. It shows you how much money you would have had to brought in for 2019 and for 2018. If you're wondering why the amount seems to be more for 2019 and 2018 is because of COVID. They have actually reduced the amount for 2020. I don't remember the percentage that they added on to it. Can see though that it is fairly less than the 2019 and 2018 tax years. So that's what your income would have to be. So you're just going to look at this chart, whatever number of dependents or people in your household correspond with you, plus the people that you're looking to sponsor, parent or grandparent. Then obviously you have the information here to see whether or not you meet the financial requirements. Okay, perfect. Other than that, you'd have to submit a invitation to the parent or grandparent that you're wanting to sponsor. And that's pretty much it. I think the parents and grandparents application process is pretty simple. However, unlike the family sponsorship for spouses, common law, conjugal, and dependent children that you can do it pretty much at any point in time, unfortunately that is not the same for the parent and grandparent program. You actually, the Canadian immigration, they only have this open once per year. Normally it's at the beginning of the year, normally between January and February. However, they had temporarily suspended this program at the beginning of the year, so no one was able to submit a interest to apply or invitation to apply to this category. So I'm guessing that they revamped the program. So they have now recently opened this program as of the 13th of October, where people are now able to complete the interest to sponsor a parent or grandparent, and they will have that open until November 3rd. So if you are wanting to do that, then please ensure that you complete the interest to sponsor form as soon as possible, because the deadline is November 3rd. You should also know that they have to meet a cap amount of 10,000 applicants. So they're only able to send invitations out to apply to 10,000 applicants. Once they meet that 10,000 applicant threshold, they will no longer invite anyone to apply. For example, if 20,000 people submit an application or interest to sponsor, they're only able to select 10,000 people out of that 20,000 people. So you can see how the parents and grandparents sponsorship is very much different from sponsoring a spouse, common law, conjugal, or dependent child. Okay, so is there anything else that you guys need to know? So actually, if for example you do not receive an invitation to apply, you could also get your parent or grandparent into the country by completing something that is called a super visa application. But before I go there, I just want to reverse a little. For the grandparent and parent application, once you are invited to apply, they normally send you an email to say, hey, you've been approved, you're able to submit an application to sponsor your parent or grandparent. They will normally give you 60 days that you have to ensure that your application is complete and submitted. I know for this year they take the 3 consecutive financial requirements. However, they have adjusted that where they will be now taking the 2020 notice of assessment. So it's going to be 2018, 2019, 2020 notice of assessment that they will be taking, you know. And normally that application will have to be submitted by February, I believe. But because they understand that tax, this is tax season, February period is like tax season, so they understand that not a lot of people will have, something to submit tax wise to meet that the 3-year requirement. So what they have done is they have allowed people who are invited to apply to submit their application with the understanding that as soon as they complete their taxes, they send in that 2020 notice of assessment. And you should know that when they are processing this application, normally they're screening the sponsor first, and that's normally a 3-month period, which is enough time for the sponsor to submit their 2020 notice of assessment to qualify for that 2020 income requirement. Okay, so now I'm just gonna jump back ahead to the super visa requirements. So if for any reason you are not invited to apply because they've met their 10,000 cap for this program, then you can always complete a super visa application for your parent or grandparent. The super visa application, I think it's quite simple. What it does is it allows your parent or grandparent to actually stay into the country for 2 consecutive years without having to leave, as opposed to the regular visa. You have to leave after 6 months. So it only gives you 6 months in Canadian soil, whereas the super visa, it gives you 2 years on Canadian soil. Okay, after the 2-year period, you would then have to leave. You also have to ensure for the super visa that you, the sponsor, can financially afford to sponsor your parent or grandparent under the super visa application. You also have to ensure that you complete a insurance 1 year, at least 1 year's worth of insurance, with a amount of $100,000, and you cannot submit a quote showing that, yeah, I've gotten a quote, yeah, so they're going to be covered when they come here. No, they actually want to see that you have actually purchased life insurance for your parent or grandparent for the period of 1 year. So if that's something that you're needing help with, remember guys, I'm a financial advisor. I specialize in insurance, investments, and financial literacy. Where it comes to insurance, like I said, you have to submit a something that's called a super visa insurance. That's something that I can actually help you with if you need my services for that. And I will also be going through the super visa requirements and process by screen share, so you guys have an understanding of how that works. And I'll also show you what the requirements are, what they're asking for, so here, so that you are well informed. So we're going to select how to apply, and you can see here I made reference to some of this information already in my actual video. Before I do that, so you can see here it asks you to submit the interest of sponsor form, which I spoke about as well in the video. So if you're on this website, you're just going to select this link here, interest of sponsor. And once you select interest of sponsor, you are going to scroll down. And as you can see, it's been opened from October 13th and closes on November 3rd. To scroll down, we are going to select go to interest of sponsor form. And on the screen here, you will need to complete all the necessary information. Just gonna scroll down. You can see it's a page long. You have to fill out all this information here. And as you can see here, if you're sponsoring more than one parent, then it gives you the option to add parent or grandparent. And you're just going to fill out the necessary information that it's asking for. You are going to continue to scroll down, And once you do so, you have to enter your name. Once you do that, you are going to sign and submit. Okay, so that's how you complete the first stage for the parents and grandparents application, is by completing the interest of sponsor form. Okay, so I am going to go back. Da, 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 da. We are going to select find out if you're invited to apply. We are going to scroll down and we are going to select application package. Once you select the application package, you will then see all the necessary documents that you are needing to complete. Once you are invited to apply, and these documents will have to be completed and submitted in the 60-day period that they give you to do so. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I am just going to download one of these documents so you guys can see. So I am going to select the financial evaluation for parents and grandparents sponsorship form. That's IMM 5768. Perfect, so you can see what it looks like. Guys, I want you to know that sometimes when you try to download this form, it will tell you error. Either you do not have the updated version of Adobe. If it does say that, just continue to hit the download button. Once you download this document on your desktop, what you will want to do is right click on the document and open with Adobe for it to actually open up as how you're seeing it on the screen, okay? So you'll do that only if it does not open like this when you initially select it from the site. Okay, so you can see what the evaluation form looks like. You're able to save it on your desktop and you're able to fill in the form. I would normally advise you to, or I would recommend that you print the form out and hand write it in and use that as a rough draft. And then once you have all the required information, then I would advise that you go back and complete the desktop version of the form and save and print the form, because then you'll need to sign. You also need to know that some of these forms will require you to validate, and what that will do is at the end of the form, it will put a barcode on the form, okay? And an immigration officer will be able to scan that to see whether or not, or when the form was completed as well. So don't try anything shady, guys. So I am going to also show you how you can look about getting a super visa in the event that your parent and grandparent sponsorship doesn't work out, if you're not invited to apply. So this is an alternative solution. So I'm just gonna put in immigration and citizenship in Canada. There we go. Select visit. Okay, and we are going to select visit your children and grandchildren or grandchildren. So this is telling a parent or grandparent what they would need in order to qualify to getting a super visa. However, I am going to be speaking as if I was the child that is looking to sponsor my parent or grandparent, okay? So here you can see, I'm going to select apply for super visa, and it's just going to go through all the necessary information. If you are trying to do this process yourself, again, I recommend that you go through all the different pointers here, so you set yourself up to having a successful application. So I'm just going to select how to apply. Scroll down and it tells you the the child would actually need to send an invitation letter to their parent or grandparent. As I said before in my video, you have to meet a income requirement or financial requirement. The super visa also comes with its own LICO chart. Unlike the parent and grandparent sponsorship, though, it does not require income for 3 consecutive or 3 previous tax years. It only wants your income for the most recent tax year. So I'll show you what that is. Again, we're going to use like a 5-person. So 3 persons your household, and you're looking to or 4 persons in your household, say this time, and you're looking to get a super visa for your grandmother. So that would be 5 persons. It shows you what the minimum necessary gross income would need to be. And as you can see, that's $54,630. So if you meet that, then you are good to go to get an application started to submit a super visa application for your parent or grandparent. I'm also going to just quickly go back. I wanted to show you guys a few more things. Okay, you can see there's some of the things that you can submit with your application to show that you've met the minimum necessary requirement: notice of assessment, employment insurance stub, salary, pay stubs, or bank statement. Also, you would have to complete something that is called a super visa insurance. That's what we call it in the financial world. It has to cover your parent or grandparent for at least 1 year. I also said that already in my video, and you can see the coverage amount has to be no less than 100,000. Okay, again, guys, if this is something that you're looking to do and you need this coverage, please feel free to hit me up in the comment section below. That is something that I can help you with. That is a service that I can actually offer you. I am licensed to do so. Okay, so yeah, so you guys can just go through this here and just read up and see everything that is needed. But for the most part, this is what the requirements are in order to be able to submit a super visa application for your parent or grandparent. Okay, perfect. As well, if you guys have any questions for me in regards to the parents and grandparents program, for sponsorship or for the super visa, please let me know. Leave it in the comment section below. I will also leave a few links in the description below of where you can go to find the information on the Immigration and Citizenship website. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to comment, like, share, most importantly subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you will be the first to know whenever there is a new video uploaded. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.